welcome to 5 Questions with Calgary's Business, a time when we ask 5 key questions to community and business leaders in Calgary. I'm your host, Mario Toneguzzi, and joining me today is Daniel Berezan, who is founder of Cultivatr.ca. Thanks for joining us, Dan.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about what Cultivatr.ca is.
So what Cultivatr is, it's a platform that allows consumers to buy their groceries directly from farmers. So what we do is you can go onto our site and choose which farms based on the beliefs you have and support them directly.
Tell me a little bit about how many producers and suppliers you have and what kind of products.
As we launch later this week, we've got about 5 suppliers we're working with. We have about 40 waiting in the wings that want to join us. We just want to make sure we can match supply and demand and make sure we figure everything out before we bring everybody on board. But basically, right now it's any meat, any produce that you're looking for. We probably can get it on our platform. If we don't have something, we invite people to tell us what they want, and we'll find it for them. One of our goals in Cultivatr is to actually match supply with demand. So if there's enough consumers who want something, we can find a producer who can do it. And that way, our producers are looking for new product ideas as well. So
how did the idea come up for this?
Yeah, basically, my wife and I, we moved out of Calgary into the country to do more fly fishing, and we got a chance to meet some agricultural producers and hearing their stories about how they were struggling to make ends meet and coming from the city where we were paying a small fortune for our groceries. We said, something's not right here. So we kind of did a deep dive into it, and we looked at where we could make it, and what we found is the supply and the demand wasn't matching. And one of the interesting things we discovered in it is that, in Canada, there's $101 billion worth of groceries sold a year, $45 billion worth of food waste. So almost half of what that's being produced is being thrown out, and it's driving prices up. So we kind of thought to ourselves, what if we could eliminate that waste? And so by having people sort of pre-buy their food and know it's coming on a regular basis, you think about what you can do to eliminate waste. And not only is it good for the pocketbook, it actually can make a huge environmental impact as well.
There's a lot of movement these days in society to buy local. What do you think the demand is going to be for something like this?
It's so far like just looking at, we haven't really started our marketing campaign yet, and looking at the people who have heard about us already through word of mouth, and our sign up list is quite exciting. I'm very excited about it. I won't tell you the exact number, but we're really excited about what we've seen. And I think people do want to have a better connection to their food. People do want to support their local businesses. And again, here you're supporting a local farmer that, rather than, and you get to know exactly what you're getting. And it's from somebody local. All of our dollars stay in Alberta versus, some of our competitors, the dollars actually leave Alberta. And, we want to replicate that model across Canada as well. There's enough producers and enough food in Canada that everyone can eat locally.
Mm-hmm. As an entrepreneur, what was the biggest challenge you faced in setting up a startup?
I think, capital is always really tight. Fortunately, we've had some success in other parts in previous businesses, so we've had the ability to do it, but capital is definitely the problem. There isn't, a lot of money available for entrepreneurs to start up. Once you're proven and successful, it starts to come. But, that micro VC level stuff is what we really need to see more of in Canada, Alberta, everywhere. But that's been a little bit of the only challenge we faced. The technology, we've got lots of great people to work on that. We have some amazing partnerships with local businesses that have helped us. And so it hasn't been too bad.
Okay, thanks for joining us today, Dan.
Thank you.
That was 5 Questions with Calgary's Business. I'm your host, Mario Toneguzzi. Thanks for joining us today.